at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name.
Hare Krishna, Haribo, Haribo.
Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo,
Haribo.
Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo.
Hey, River, welcome.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Yashamati Nandana, Brajaparanakara. Haribo, Haribo.
It's one of my favorite ones. Hare Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Let's save them all, for God's sake. Let's save them all. Where is it? This one? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Yeah, Dean Smith's got it right, man. Let's dance on the ceilings, man. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
It's LC the beat guy.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Woo! Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Let's all see the big God.
Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Gauranga Nityananda
Jerusalem,
Hare Krishna
Ikayalami, Ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana.
Hare Krishna
Jerusalem,
Hare Krishna
Ikayalami,
Krishna Krishna
Ilondoloze,
Hare Rama
uhambe nami,
Rama Rama
zungangishilana.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Aikolana, buso wami, aukolana, ilondolose.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama
Jerusalem, Ikayalami,
Hare Krishna
ilondolose, uhambe nami.
Nobody leave now, not when it's getting this good, man. Don't be foolish. Big things are in store for us and the world. Big, and I can see it. Don't be foolish. Think about it. Take it on. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If that Tom was smart, he'd get his ass back here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I gotta save my voice a little bit. I want to go in Sankirtan later. I'm really looking forward to it, man. I want to meet the public. So let's do a little jumping now for a little bit. Turn your mics on, everybody. Let the whole world hear the glories of the holy name of the Lord. Man, are you feeling? I don't know. What are you guys? Are you guys feeling how this is? Man, truly auspicious, getting more and more so, man, you know, and it's like I really feel like the Lord's compassion and mercy is really coming forward, and, you know, big time, you know, uncontainable. It's yeah, nice to be part of it too. Yeah, intoxicated elephant. That's a good way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Jesus, Jesus, Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Christina! My favorite lady is here. I like that wild bhakta there. She's a wild lady, wild woman. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ecstatic lady. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hari Ram,
Hari
Hari
Ram,
Ram.
Hari Ram,
Jaya
Ram
Jaya
Ram.
Shri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya
Go ahead, you can say it. Let's hear it.
Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Jaya Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri
Sri
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hey, beautiful people, devotees of the Lord. Listen to some of this. This is the glorification that's being revived right now. Listen to this first verse. We've chanted this a few times this morning already. Let's do it again. Let us glorify the boundlessly merciful, supreme personality of Godhead. Doesn't I like that word, boundlessly. Doesn't that have a nice ring to it? Boundlessly merciful. Where do you hear something? You think it's just a word? It's just like a concept in the book? No, it's true. The more, hey man, we get purified, the more the Lord hollows us out, we start to see. We worship a boundlessly merciful Lord. Man, boundless. It's just the mercy just expands more and more and more. After a while, the mercy takes on. You mean even though Lord Caitanya wanted to restrict the mercy, sometimes he thought, oh, this person didn't have a great attitude. The mercy the mercy took a shape, its own persona, and would give them anyway. That's boundless. That's described in the scriptures. I see it here. Some people I thought, and still, oh, the mercy is boundless. You can't control the mercy. It's amazing, man. I love it, man. I love to be proven wrong. You know? Because the Lord shows, hey, man, my mercy it's independent. You know, if a person may come here one or two times, and the mercy might say, oh, they came one or two times. Let's now that's mercy, huh? One or two times, even with a little bad attitude, and everything's still gonna give the person mercy. See, that's boundlessly merciful. That's the way it was 550 years ago. That's the way it's becoming here. I'm seeing it right before my eyes. Yeah. So, yeah, you see what's going. Miracles are happening now. Because this stuff is all true. Go ahead there, Lalita, before you forget these beautiful realizations you get. No. Okay. If you get one, just jump in there. Just as it comes, just jump right in. Okay, yeah.
I was wiping a tear.
Oh, yeah. Think of this as assertiveness training. When something comes from the spirit, they actually used to have it. Well, they still do probably. People, they would all sit together and wait for the spirit, man. When the spirit would come through, right, no matter what, appropriate or inappropriate time, they just jump in there. The spirit would boom, So, we can try that out, see how that works. The echo is too loud for, is it still echoing? Let's see.
There is some echo, yeah.
Oh, there's some echo. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. What's the problem here? I know what it is. It's this. Let's see if this is it. Oh, the echo. Yeah. Echo. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want any echo when I'm talking. Kevin is, I'm too happy for this world. And no, Kevin, you gotta make others happy too with this. This distribute all this happiness, man. Yeah. Boundlessly merciful. Yeah. See, to taste the sweet, intoxicating waves of the nectar of transcendental love for Krishna, as well as give that nectar to others. See, he has appeared. See, so that's being saved. Is the Lord appears in our heart. That's the mercy. Remember that beautiful verses in Chaitanya Charitamrita where the devotees would come every 4 months to see the Lord. And that's a long walk from Navadvip to Puri. There's a lot of dangers and stuff in jungle. They didn't have like real clear path. They had to go through jungles and monsoon rivers and all kinds of stuff. But they'd come every 4 months and spend 4 months anywhere and wherever was they could stay, and they were usually householders and everything. They come with their wives often. They just love Lord Chaitanya so much. They thought, how many times you get a chance to associate with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they had that understanding, and they would do difficult things to get there. And the Lord saw that. He says, I have a poor sannyasi. I have no money to give you. What can I give you? I just can give you my body. And now you can sell it anywhere. See, sell it. Sell it doesn't mean, when people say, they misunderstand what I say. They think it's a money thing. No, sell it. You got to sell. It's not easy to sell a product that's inconceivable and unattainable. Inconceivable, unattainable, and so that there's some other difficult things to see. So the Lord has to give his body to do it, because it makes the spirit tangible in this world. Otherwise, nobody knows what spirit looks like. What does the spirit look like? That's why even people are still confused to this day when Jesus said, you must be born again to enter the kingdom of God. See, that born again means the spirit, and the devotees, even of Jesus Christ, they made that spirit more and more tangible, and people started to come. They started, boy, this is a different kind of worship. It's a spirit worship. Jesus commented on it, and Vaishnavas should hear this, because by seeing what Jesus actually did practically, you can understand Lord Chaitanya better. Jesus said just what Lord Chaitanya said. Lord Chaitanya used some different words, but it's the same meaning, the same conception. He said, the Lord is very much looking for worship in spirit and truth. You don't know. The woman at the well, 4th chapter of John. The woman at the well, he told her, he said, you don't know who you worship. You think you got to go some big pilgrimage to worship the Lord. You think you got to go on top of the mountain, like they go to Mount Kailas or in the Himalayas, the big long trip, man. And they go walking too, even now, up there to go see God. People doing that still. And the whole point of that is ultimately, it's leading to what Jesus said. Jesus came to bring in the worship of the Spirit. All you need is conclusive truth. See? And then the Spirit awakens. But the problem is everybody's speculating on the scriptures. The Pharisees were. Even now, they can't help it. People can't help it. They don't have the Spirit. So somebody has to be sent. Jesus was sent. Okay? Lord Chaitanya was sent. He sent himself. Well, actually, they called him and he came. Nityananda was sent, right? He came. Lord Caitanya even said, Lord Caitanya, let's go and, very brotherly, let's have some fun. Let's go to the material universe, material world, and let's deliver some fools and rascals down there, Some people in prison. Let's take them out. Let's liberate these people. Yeah. And then all the people say, oh, you're going to the material world? Oh, can we come too? You're free, man. You come and don't come, but people so attracted to Lord Chaitanya, they would come. Woohoo! Thank God we're in the right Kali Yuga, man. Did we come at the right time? Man. Wow. Yeah, it's so fantastic, man. We got all these books. Thank you, Prabhupada, man. I'm telling you, Prabhupada's doing backflips in Vrindavan because we're taking those books and we're uncorking them. It's like uncorking the champagne, man. Time to get stoned, man. We got the conclusive truth. We're speaking it, man. And the Spirit is coming to people there so they can understand it. Otherwise, you can't understand what I'm saying. You must be born again. You have to get Lord Chaitanya's mercy through the line. You got to meet one of those devotees who comes back here now in 2023, or somehow or other, receive that mercy and have a relationship with Lord Caitanya to understand that verse. Lord Caitanya, I give you my transcendental body. You can sell it anywhere. Aren't we doing it? We got a sales pitch here, huh? Come on, man. There's a little payment. Payment is you come here, you turn your. I know it's tough. Find Kali Yuga. Everybody's lazy, and you got so many other things to do. Yeah, but just spend a little time turning the dial over here. Dial us in, man. Get this frequency here that we got, man. You won't be regret this. This is something comes only once every this opportunity now comes only. I don't want to get too roaring now. People misunderstand out there. Control yourself, Gohari. Okay. Once every 4,320,000,000 years do we get an opportunity to get this spirit like it's being given so easily here. This is a special Sangha. It's just the truth, man. You don't get this kind of way of worship in what you see here every day, 365 days. I wouldn't miss a minute of it. Personally, and I don't. When has you seen a day off? Have you seen me take a day off in the last year? How about in 2 years? How about 3 years? How about 4 years? How about 5 years? Only if there was an internet problem.
To travel.
Yeah.
Only while you were traveling.
Yeah, to travel where we travel. Yeah. Yeah. And because it's so amazing. I'm sold. I can't help it. And when you have a good product to sell, you better be sold on it because it's an intangible one. It's like trying to sell a Kirby vacuum that's very expensive. Who wants to spend $3,000 for a vacuum cleaner? It's got to be good. And that salesman better like their product and better be good at selling it. Otherwise, you can't get somebody to pull out $3,000 out of their pocket. You can't get people to spend 5 years here to listen to a guy with a T-shirt unless you really got some product, especially intelligent, wise persons coming here like this who, you could be spending your time doing other things, important things like raising families, getting married, stuff like that, or building skyscrapers. Here, you're spending your time to come here, listen to a guy with a T-shirt selling this intangible Radha Krishna product, Lord Caitanya product, and he doesn't even have any big temple behind him. No, where's the temple, man? It's just worship in spirit and truth, man. You better have the spirit. You better have the truth to pull this one off. Otherwise, it's impossible. To be honest with you, do you think any of these spiritual masters could have pulled this off without having Prabhupada's buildings? Like, at least to be what they are, to do that? Do you think they needed the buildings? They needed the money. They needed the following already there. They needed to tweak things a little bit, and maybe not so perfectly. But we're here to help a little bit. Yeah. And we just contribute a little bit to make it work so that everybody can deliver their disciples. Now, that's a nice thing where you can honestly, people will be standing up like people. Look at Lalita. She gives witness every day that she's been delivered by your guru. Now, wouldn't that be nice to have millions of devotees standing up and saying they've been delivered by their gurus? Yeah, your gurus, they're already in place, right? You're already in place. All you need is a spark, and then you'll deliver thousands, and you'll be glorified before God. Instead of making this a mini lifetime process. Yeah, it's just here. We're offering. This is our contribution, the real deal. Prema Bhakti. The spark. We have Lord Chaitanya's body. He's given it to us. We prove it, and we're here to distribute it for free. You just have to follow the process. You have to learn that this is valuable. And people say, if I hear, that's why don't wonder why people say, "Oh, this is not my path." I don't need to chant. I'm not interested in chanting. That's to me, that's a slap in Lord Chaitanya's face, man. Oh, really? Oh, okay. You don't want the gift? You can do good on your own? Okay, we'll go for it, man. Yeah. So, sometimes people need to learn that, this is a very special thing. It's Lord Chaitanya's mercy is very special, very powerful, more powerful than anything. I know, I've been here. I did this, I tried this and everything, and this is the best. Eric, replying to her, I literally feel like the knots in my head releasing, become lighter. Yeah. I mean, why not, man? You got a connection to the most powerful potency in the world, in the universe, actually. That's Bhakti Devi is here. That's why it's hard to contain. You just want to roar and yell, and, jump up. How do you contain God, I mean, the real God, when he's like, kicking inside. And sometimes he gets in the mood, he wants to kick butt, kick Maya around, like a football game. Maya's the ball. And those identifying with Maya, they're in the ball, he kicks them and make a field goal, get into the goal of life. You come here, we'll kick you right into the goal post. Go ahead, jump in there if you want there, Lily. Oh. Maybe let me get everything right. Yeah, okay, it's okay. Yeah, so sweet, to taste the intoxicating sweet waves of the nectar of transcendental love for Krishna. Intoxicating. See, it's got to be intoxicating. That's its style. We've got to know, what is nectar, what is gold. See, the name of Krishna is very intoxicating. Sweet, intoxicating, nectar. You got to be able to taste it. Spiritual senses have to be awakened. See, and that's how you preach. Lord Caitanya preached by tasting the sweet, intoxicating nectar, and spontaneously things would come. This is the song. Why are people inspired by songs and poetry and everything? Even in the world, people are inspired. They usually sometimes have a muse even. There is movies about people, they meet like a demigoddess or something, and they like a muse. You have to have help. Otherwise, we cannot do it on our own. Even the demons, they say, the Rockefellers, no offense, Rockefeller, you're doing your thing. You got your work. But, we'll use you as a little preaching. They even set a table, set a place for for Lucifer. They worship, they said, and they even said, I heard this, and it makes sense. They said, we cannot do this on our own. If people knew that we have to have help to do this. And that's the problem why the mode of goodness gets weak. See, the mode of goodness is meant to actually topple passion because, it has to ultimately be more in charge. Otherwise, if the mode of passion, ignorance, gets more empowered, and, more powerful, then the mode of goodness goes down. And that's where we're in a time like this. The lies are taking over. The demons, the deceit and deceptions and all that. We're at that time. And a lot of people, they just are innocent in a way. They just blindly believe. I mean, we all did. I mean, I just assumed the government was, I knew they were not like always on the up and up, but I thought they were reasonably okay. And they were for a while on the outside, but there was something going on underneath, some dark stuff, So anyway, that's coming out. And so now you got to be a little careful, about, who you believe and what you believe. Then the Bible verses will help you even. Blessed are those who do not sit in the counsel of the wicked. See, better to be in the counsel of the mode of goodness. That'll help you see. Because if you're in the counsel of the wicked, then you get the negative reactions ultimately. Everybody does. You can't, we see, I'm learning myself because I have to switch levels sometimes. I'm looking from one level of seeing how it's all fitting in God's plan. But then there's this other level that's, there's also there the karmic level, the karmic. See, action and reactions. If you're on the mode of ignorance and passion, and you act and you kill people, literally. I mean, you deceive them. That's all going to come back on you. They don't believe that, but that's just what happens. Demons never believe that. They don't. They just, do as you will. That's the darkness. That's why you got one eye. See, one eye. It's not. They say all-seeing eye, but it's not really. No, you need two eyes. So that comes back on people. That's why people preach, usually in the material universe, mode of goodness and liberation are the topmost. Like mode of goodness is do good unto others and they'll be good unto you. Act like that, pious stuff. Now we're preaching something even deeper because of the grace of Lord Caitanya. We're preaching how to transcend it all. And that's big stuff. That's very deep understanding. That's why a lot of people don't understand. They're still used to astrology and karma and good karma, bad karma. Eat in the mode of goodness. You bring me somebody, I don't care. They could be eating in the mode of ignorance. As long as you're not finding fault with devotees, especially ecstatic ones, you'll be all right. Look, we got Fanny. She came and she's even changing her diet a little bit. So, hey, you see, Krishna works, but if I get a fault finder, they find fault and stuff like this, very difficult. They'll have to be, they have to be rectified. That's worse than eating beef, is finding fault especially with ecstatic devotees. Ooh, that's a no-no. That's why the Lord teaches all these things. Yeah. So anyway, a lot of people can't help it anyway, and the Lord is helping us to get power up more. We got new clubs coming now. The Lord's going to give us new clubs. It's called kindness. That's going to be how we're going to club people with kindness. We're going to topple them with humility, just like the Lord. Cry for their liberation, They're going to slap us and we're going to get the power to turn the other cheek, I think. So let's see. Oh, I have walked with Lucifer. He is my muse sometimes. I write poetry sometimes inspired by his light. How sad. Yeah. Well, it's you can have muse in like the mode of ignorance. That's Lucifer. It inspires people in the mode of ignorance. In other words, Shiva has that hat. He raises people. At least they're worshiping. And in the mode of ignorance, they're doing some kind of devotional service, but it's in the mode of ignorance. They're worshiping. They offer like meat and wine and what do you call sometimes babies and stuff to Moloch. That deity in the Bible. So anyway, that's a worship, but it's in the mode of ignorance. It's not really pleasing to God. I mean, but they're doing the act of worship, and ultimately, the worship gets more and more less violent. Okay? Mode of goodness, less violent, and more pleasing to God, and then ultimately, the sacrifice becomes Harinam. This is the age of Kali. Just do this. Come here, associate with devotees, get purified. See, we're getting purified by this Harinam. And then our hearts are getting more clean, more merciful, more soft. Great, wonderful. This is sacrifice. No, people don't have to die. I'm finding even the false ego gets killed in a different way. With the karaoke microphone turns into a club. I mean, the club turns into a karaoke microphone. Isn't it funny? It looks like a club. It looks exactly like Balaram's club, that thing. You go look at Balaram's club, and then you look at this karaoke mic. It's like an identical twin. got the ball on the other. See, a ball. Yeah. See, so this is the age of Kali. This is how we do it. Oh, you used to offer, yeah. A lot of people do. Well, it's some kind of worship. I mean, Well, look at the Jewish people. They were offering, they cutting throats of goats and all kinds of stuff like that, man. And now it's coming to light that some of these Jewish sects are part of this they actually worship Lucifer. They just lying. Yeah, I was listening to this one Jewish person, and for years he was preaching, a Jewish thing, and he was in New York. It's still, I think he's still probably alive or something, but preaching, the Jewish faith with his little hat and everything. And then just some years ago, he just started telling everybody, actually, we're do offing your children, and we're drinking their bloods. He was talking to a Christian, and the Christian says, "Why are you telling me this?" He said, "Because it's too late. You can't do anything. Nobody will believe you, and even if they do, it's too late. We got too much control." And in a sense, so they're coming out with these things more. Look at this. Practically every movie star is being exposed for being pedophiles and pedophiles. Like going having parties and the ones that we thought were so nice. They're just one after another being exposed. So this is God. He's exposing everything. Because how are we going to advance if we just act in darkness? We got to have some light. That's part of advancement. But here's the big time light, man. Really conclusive truth and ecstatic love. Oh my God, what a light to show in this world. It just illuminates the whole room. And this light, it covers all the spots. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, the Lord doesn't, He gives us this kind of light, even though we're not really perfect. Nobody is perfect here, none of us. He's just given us, He just says, oh, do you want to continue? You're following the order of the parampara. We're all do. I have to do it. If I don't follow the order of parampara, I'm left by the wayside, and you'll go. And I'll have to wait. Like Moses, he couldn't enter the promised land for some reason. Everybody else did, but he couldn't go in. He had to sit and watch everybody go into the promised land. Well, I don't want to be one of those. I want to go in also. You want to say something, Lolita? No. Okay. Even ISKCON gurus are being exposed. Yeah, it's all coming out. It's nothing we can do. But Lord Caitanya is very merciful. He looks, oh, these guys, okay, they screwed up. Oh, they got, oh, they're this way. Oh, they're one of these. But the Lord will exonerate everybody. Look at Jagaya Madai. We represent that way of saving people. Anybody can come here, and it's just like you meet Nityananda and Haridas and the devotees, and we have that same Lord that will exonerate them all. All they have to do is what Jagaya Madai did. That's it. I'm telling you, man. We see right before our eyes that kind of mercy manifesting more and more. Look at people becoming ecstatic just by bending the knee. Just by giving respect to this preaching. Can you imagine if some of these gurus did that? Even if one did that, how many people would be saved that follows them? Because that's all they have to do is what their guru does. And that's why even if the Lord sends one of their disciples here and they get that result, that'll change many hearts of the gurus whoever comes first, doesn't matter. Let's save them all. Lord Caitanya was like that. He said, let's save them all. Nityananda, you show this ecstasy more and more. Whoever gives respect to you, falls down before your preaching and your ecstasy and what they're coming into Vrindavan. Just like here. Yeah, all these verses all about that, you know? So I'll just find a verse or two here. Lalita, do you have your book up?
Yes.
Good, okay. So read text number 6 in the first chapter.
Yeah. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. When Lord Gaurachandra's devotees were worshipped even by the demigods drink the wonderfully sweet nectar of the bliss of pure love of God that flows from the lotus flower of Lord Gauranga's feet, they become completely intoxicated. In that condition, they laugh at Lord Brahma and the other demigods. Condemn the impersonalist yogis and do not consider the great devotees of Lord Vishnu who do not worship Lord Gaurachandra to be very important.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
you know,
go.
why would it be important if you're tasting this sweet, intoxicating nectar of love of Krishna because you're a devotee of Lord Caitanya and a devotee of the devotees of Lord Caitanya because they're worshipped by the demigods? Why would you consider the demigods or even those who worship Lord Krishna or Vishnu in the mood of regulative devotional service as any importance? When you're tasting the nectar that only Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna taste and their very intimate servants taste, everything is insignificant. Okay? So read the first verse. I mean, just I was going to stop you, but so just read the first sentence and stop.
When Lord Gaurachandra's devotees who are worshipped even by the demigods.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine people are nothing in this world that are poor? You notice how the demons and the demigods are the controllers, and they even here, even as it is now, the more intelligent people that have more intelligence, they're in charge, right? They tell people what to do. They got all the big positions. They make all the big money, right? And then there's us here. They're nobodies. We're all like nobodies in this world, you know. And for us to try to be somebody, you know, like they are, and a lot of people, these people make money off them, even the good people, you know, they say, oh yeah, you can be like us and everything, and then they give you hard programs of disciplines, and most fail. You know, I'm telling you, like people that have these success programs, they usually spend a lot of money. The self-improvement industry is many billion dollar industry, and most people fail at self-improvement. And they're paying this money to all these demigod types, you know, and to, oh yeah, you can improve, just got to do this work. And 98% fail. I mean, this is the studies they've done. That's because, you know, we're in the modes. Many of us are simple people. You know, these people are interested. They want control. Demigods and demons, they want some control. Even in the mode of goodness, you want to control. There's power in there. That's why people, they like this, you know, and all that. So and then there's all these sudras here, Gaur Hari Das included. You know, and so what hope is there for us? you cannot even imagine. If anybody comes here and and you get the kind of intelligence that's running through this Sangha, you're going to have the essence of all intelligence that none of these demigods or liberated souls understand, that even the great demigods understand in the heavens, controlling the planets and the astrologies and all that. You're going to have an intelligence like that. That's why even the demigods worship the intelligence of a simple devotee. And you're going to have a happiness that nobody, not even a liberated soul, has. That's the God that I preach. That's who's here. That's the mercy that's being distributed here. People, you have no hope out there to be anything special. You come here and be a devotee, and the demigods and liberated souls will worship you. And you're not thinking, I want to be worshiped. It just comes along with the territory of being a real devotee of Lord Caitanya. You become so purified by the mercy of Lord Caitanya, you're not thinking of name and fame or anything, but you get it anyway. Look at this. I get a guy with a t-shirt, man. Nobody, nothing. And amongst people that come here and been listening for a while, oh, you call me guru. You call me, you worship your guru here. You give praise and honor, and you cry when you chant his name. All these things that are only meant for God and those who are good as God. The Lord gives you that title as a real devotee. I mean, hey man, not just for me. This is for everybody. Anybody can get there. Even many of my disciples are becoming like that. Becoming friends, my friends, the friends of Prabhupada that people don't know. They've been disciples of Prabhupada for years, and all they get is a big title. But you get the big ecstasy that Prabhupada has, and that Bhakti Vinod has, and Bhakti Siddhanta has, because this is the time, has his approval. All the people have to come to believe it. You come here for 30 days, I'll work my butt off with fun to convince you. Because if you become convinced, boy, even before you get convinced, the Lord will give you some perks, some inspiring moments. Yeah. See, you become a Thakur, man. Not only like, oh, look at me. Look at basically everybody has that they don't have this. If you have the real spiritual power, it's like of Lord Caitanya and his mercy. You want to make everybody like that. Like make everybody rich. It's not a miserly thing. That's only for people who you get wealth in them, then you want to be the only billionaire, or you want to compete with other billionaires. Oh, I got 5 billion. Oh, I got 10 billion. And, and it's all like we want to be bigger, better, and more than others. I find great happiness in just making billionaires here. Billionaires are wealth of Krishna, love of Krishna. Make worshipable people where the demigods will be so amazed. They'll even want to be taking birth when this is going on. They might even be. Why not, man? Where do you see? Have you seen any of this mercy being spread like this? You see prema being spread like this anywhere? As you see anywhere like this? I think it's a special thing. Fanny. Krishna shows me today clear and full trust that this is my path. Oh, hey, Fanny. Nice to see you today. That was quick. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, we got a great, God, what a great service to share the mercy of Lord Caitanya with the world. Yeah. Samasundari, special. Yeah. Yeah. So read that first sentence again. I haven't masticated it enough.
When Lord Gaurachandra's devotees are worshipped, even by the demigods, drink the wonderful.
See, that's drinking, man. See, that's it. You can tell she's got a drink. See, drink the wonderful. Drink it. Can you imagine? It's like a beverage. Kamalakanta, wake up, man. We drink here. You're drinking that nectar in there in that glass, man. Well, we got our glass, man. We're drinking. Yeah, and anybody else think the nectar is in some kind of glass out there, Oh, you think, on the tongue, mode of goodness nectar. Yeah, this is Shuddha Bhakti nectar, man. This is Shuddha Bhakti nectar, man. Topmost nectar. Topmost. Well, you talk about sweet. Ooh. See, when they do that, what happens when they drink this sweet intoxicating?
When they drink the wonderfully sweet nectar of the bliss of pure love of God, that flows from that, that flows from the lotus flower of Lord Gorachadra's feet. They become completely intoxicated. Is it okay? Is that enough?
Yeah, kind of. No, go a little bit more.
Okay. In that condition, they laugh at Lord Brahma and the other demigods.
Yeah,
Come
see, they laugh. They laugh. They laugh because they're laughing at everything is so friggin' insignificant compared to this kind of happiness, this nectar, this bliss, this rapture, this ecstatic state of consciousness. You know, and that's why people think it's weird and crazy because nobody's like this. I remember I was in a little bit of a state like this when, you know, when I was in Sweden. I first started preaching, and Prabhupada came with the order, and oh man, intoxicated. Oh man, it really, really intoxicated. We went to a Christian service, and they were praising Jesus, you know, with the song, and everybody's sitting down in their seats, you know, and our whole group just stood up in ecstasy and started dancing, you know, and Jesus, you know, and the whole room stood up. It's like they just like, well, up also, and they didn't ever do this. It looks like, and so the elders, they saw our influence, you know, because we were influenced by the mercy of Jesus and God, you know, and everybody stood up and they're all dancing wildly, you know, and to the band. And the elders were looking, and they thought, they came up to us. We were looking at this and what you guys are doing and how you're doing it. We saw this is wrong. This is not right. Nobody does this. You know, so control yourselves. Limit yourselves. Can you imagine? Put a limiter on this. Control yourselves. See, those even the mode of goodness wants to control this excessive ecstasy. Yeah, well, what about the neighbors, you know? Remember Sachi used to pull that on me. I get so ecstatic, you know, when I give class in the room, you know, and she said, oh, the neighbors out there, they'll hear. I said, great, let them hear, man. This is great. Let's wake them up, man. It's great. You know, yeah. See, yeah. So yeah, these you start to see how insignificant. If you don't, you have to have experience in this, and the only real practical way is the association devotees like this. Go ahead, Lily. What's the next
Absolutely.
quality?
Yeah. In that condition, they laugh at Lord Brahma and the other demigods, condemn the impersonalist yogis, and do not consider the great
Yeah,
devotees.
you look at the impersonalist yogis. Look at any of them. You can do a taste test, do a comparison. See, Prabhupada taught the face is the index of the mind. Look at the happiness of the devotees here in this Sangha. And you go and look at the impersonalist yogis. Who looks happier? See, because we cannot hide that in a sense. It'll be detected. Even Radharani's happiness is detected by if you have the right eyes and the right understanding. See, eyes and understanding. You hear from a devotee. This is why we're here to teach people how to recognize who has this special happiness, this special transcendental love of God. See, you need to be trained in the sense to recognize it. People, they don't know. They don't know how to tell what is gold and what is silver and what is iron. Nobody knows. It's all kind of mixed together in alloys. Okay? So the impersonalist yogis, you look at the face of the devotees here worshiping in ecstasy, and look at Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
You know, look at any of them and just see. I mean, this should be, I say this, maybe Eckhart Tolle would like a higher happiness. You want something that would put a smile on your face, like 500 times more than you got? You can look at him. He kind of chuckles like this. but it looks like,
It's not lively enough.
nah,
The
come on,
smiles are
man.
not alive enough.
Yeah, Eckhart, come over here. We'll show you what a deep happiness is. Same thing. I have this exercise thing because I want to get into a little exercise. What do they call it? Like aerobics thing on the computer on the YouTube. So I'm doing the exercises, and the lady, she has to, because it's a little hard, and they know when people are doing it like this, she has to go and go to everybody on the raise it up, raise the smile, so everybody goes. See, it's a little artificial. I mean, put a smile on your face. Okay. See, when the Spirit of God raises up, you see, it raises up in your heart, and then it raises the cheeks automatically. Become happiness. See?
You can't
This is
control it.
no, it's the upsurge of love of God. Yeah, and this is what God wants. He said, "Oh God," and he said he's thinking you'll love this. I didn't know how this would be. I thought, wow, why is he going around saying chanting? He's very committed to this chanting, and he's looking like a madman going all over India and then spreading this, and he's always doing kirtan. Why is he doing that? Well, we follow the process. What happens? You start to experience that. You become an experienced devotee. And then you encourage others. Yeah, come on, let's go. Let's do let's get to this stage. Let's get purified so we can do what Lord Caitanya did and save millions. It says millions of people went back to Godhead. Yeah, I mean, and you see how fast it goes. It shows you how sensitive this is. It was here. And because the Lord came here and he brought all those powerful devotees, so it did a check Kali Yuga, and also, like that. And then he left a couple of devotees here to keep it going. Basically, 3 preachers, Narottam, Srinivas, and Shamananda. And they continued preaching prema, the path of prema bhakti. They didn't preach Vaidhi. No. They went to collect the prema bhaktis, just like we are doing now in revival. Okay? And after that, started to go down because you need powerful devotees. Who's going to look at this Maya? Look at Kali Yuga. Who's going to do this? Takes powerful realization and understanding of bhakti. Maya is tricking everybody here. Great and small people, sannyasis and saintly people are not clear. Read the first verse. I'll read it. Matter of fact.
Yeah, I want to know.
Listen, look at the first verse here. Right in the first verse of the Bhagavatam explains it all, man. And Prabhupada put a huge purport on that first verse, man. By him, see, Krishna. By him, and that includes Radha. See, their form, by him. Radha and Krishna in the form of Shiva and Parvati, you could say, or Lucifer. I see some movies, sometimes you see the devil transforms into a man and sometimes a woman sometimes. Back and forth. There's a Jesus of 2000. There's a movie about that. It was flipping, and it was a great representation of the devil. When he would come as a woman to Jesus and then sometimes as a man, because he got two, just like Krishna has 2 aspects. Very important. The great secret I'm telling you right now that I'm learning myself right in the moment. Okay? So by him, her. By Krishna, love of God. Then that love of the world, love of God. See? All you have to do is come here and you will flip the switch from love of the world to love of God. That's all that's needed. We're the switch here. Come here. We're the switchers. Otherwise, you're with the witchers. There's a TV show out there called The Witcher. We're the switcher. Come here. We pull out our switchblade. And switch your worship to love of God. See? Otherwise, the witcher's after you, man. Especially now, the witches are out. They're big time everywhere. Yeah. So, by him, the great sages and the demigods are placed in illusion. See? The great sages and the demigods are placed in illusion. And the Lord wants to give freedom to us and has already. See? Where's the illusion here? That's why I come here. That's why many of you come, because the illusion disappears. Even Lord Caitanya said, today there will be no illusion here. We get the same kind of experience. Today, in our Sadhu Sangha, all illusion stays at bay. Okay? Nothing but pure, conclusive truth and lots of ecstasy, the butter. You butter it with ecstasy. Okay? High thinking, right? This is what I remember Lilita when I first was preaching. She was, when are you going to give me knowledge? Oh, I want the knowledge. Oh, and then, I never hear that anymore. Somehow or other, Krishna satisfied her, She used to complain a lot. No knowledge. You give everybody knowledge, but me, no knowledge. It's all right. It's going to come. It'll come in another way, not the way you're thinking. And she went to Balaram for the knowledge and found out, well, I don't know if I want this knowledge. No. The bliss switch. Yeah, we got the bliss. Come here, get the bliss switch, man. Get love of God. And then the love of the world will disappear. And this automatically, easily. Otherwise, it's very hard to get rid of the love of the world without the taste in the bliss. See? Counteracting by the higher taste. I mean, this is Bhagavad Gita in action, man. It says you will counteract the illusory potency by a higher taste in the spiritual potency. Oh, Eric, that's good. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita. What else? What else we got there?
Okay, next. Freddie writes knowledge.
Knowledge. What is that? Knowledge?
Knowledge. Zero means zero. Nul in Dutch is zero.
Knowledge. Knowledge. No.
I was joking.
Yeah.
Who do not worship Lord Gaurachandra to be they are not very important. Let's glorify.
Yeah, I mean, this is the secret here, is worshiping Lord Caitanya through the disciplic line. That's why we have the lines. People don't know. It's not about, oh, this guy has got a nice. Yeah, I've seen, like people think that just by being a Goswami, you have the nice silk white thing. You see a lot of them, with the silk white things, and his grandfather was Gauradas Pandit or something, and they think that they're in the real line. I had a friend over there that was one of these Goswamis. He had a big house, huge, with many rooms, like an ashram, big thing, and he inherited from his father. He inherited this thing, and so anyway, I stayed there, lived there when I was traveling, and I stayed there, and so we became friends, and one day he was supposed to become acharya, acharya, but it's just an official family thing, and they inherit the disciples and all this, and they were pushing him to take the acharyaship. He said, "Oh, what do you think I should do?" And I'm supposed to be an acharya, and give initiations and all this stuff. And people have faith. They'll go and take initiation from such acharyas. Well, that's what people go to the Pope to get to Jesus, right? They give great respect and honor to the Pope. And are they really conduits for Jesus and to God, Basically, you got to be related to Jesus. That means, are you an ecstatic devotee? We know that Jesus must have been ecstatic, even though they don't broadcast it all over the place. Are you like him? See, because if you're not, then you don't have perspective, and then somebody can just by hook or crook or by votes vote themselves in or be voted in as pope or guru or spiritual master, some other way. But you don't have the real relation. You got to have relation. You have to be able to give relation. And that relation is spirit relation. People have to be proven. So we're here to help others understand how to detect the gold of the absolute truth, the gold standard. See, not some lower standards like that are external and artificial and full of faults. We're here to teach the process of quick deliverance. Because if Lord Chaitanya's mercy is here, it's going to be quick. You're going to go through stuff very fast, and that's why this is true. It's not a big, long, many lifetime thing. If you come here and you really want, look at persons like people. They want this ecstasy. They want to chant like Lalita and Johan, and they want to have these moods and to be like Govinda and like other devotees here. Even the devotees who have problems here, difficulties, they're good preachers. Just because they've come here and they have that dedication and that they really want, and they may have problems and all this, but still they become good preachers in spite. And then eventually they're going to become gurus, spiritual masters. It's a very quick process with Lord Caitanya, and we have that special mercy. We have the order of the Parampara and the blessing of Krishna. We will not fail. Matter of fact, we haven't. We won already. Hey, man, I already got, look how many people, not only the seeds that we've sown, but look how many people have demonstrated love of Krishna. Krishna has given them, Lord Caitanya has given himself to you guys. We're already successful. It's just how much success are we going to do? I'm just going to keep broadcasting until people get it, like, hey man, I think I want to be successful too. I think I'm convinced. I think you got the gold standard here. It makes sense, man. I don't see anybody smiling like you guys do. I don't see anybody as happy as you are. And it seems to grow. See, this is how we got to convince people, by example. Wow, I never seen intelligence like this. Extraordinary. Well, yeah, if you don't see extraordinary intelligence here, you haven't seen the full extent of Lord Chaitanya's mercy manifesting. Or real, because this just grows. You notice every class almost better. Okay. If you don't see this ecstasy growing, you see it in. Ask Lalita, is it growing in you? Johan? Any others? Why are you guys coming all the time? Something must be growing in you. I think you're all pregnant. You're all getting fat. Gorhar is the only skinny guy here.
Yeah, absolutely. The desire is growing and the knowledge is growing and the ecstasy is growing.
Yeah, it's great, man. Yeah. Did we complete the verse? Is there anything left in that thing?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so let me read the rest of that thing here. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed in illusion, as one bewildered by the illusory representations of water, sea, and fire. See, by him, he's put in illusion. People are the great sages and demigods. How are they put in illusion? Well, the Lord works through people, right? Through different energies. Environment, different energies in this world, people. So if you associate your spirit soul and you're born here and you've got a family in the, say, Brahmins, and you associate with them, you start to get Brahmin-like qualities and become more austere and all this. So see, it's still illusion, right? But illusion in the mode of goodness. See, so by him, through the actions of the modes of nature, which comes through the Lord's servants, right? So the Lord has a lot of servants in this prison house of Maya. Okay? So by him and through his servants, through, look, the government, see, a lot of the Lord's energies right now, passion and ignorance, working through persons, right? By him. See, you're put in modes of passion, goodness, and ignorance. These modes are controlling everything and everybody. That's why even the demigods, sometimes they control the mode of goodness, the demons, the mode of passion and ignorance. But they're controlled by their controllers. See? But it's still by him. The ultimate controller is Radha and Krishna. And their form in this world is Shiva and Parvati. Okay? Now, how do you get out of this? Simple method. See? By him again, you're taken out of illusion. So, but how? Where does that Lord work to do it? Because he's working through people to put you in ignorance. He's working through people to deliver you out of ignorance, especially the Shuddha Bhakti. That's why you call the Savior a Shuddha Bhakta, man. Otherwise, you're not saved. You just become a Brahmin or a church leader or something like that. Where's the Savior? You should know, because that's where the transcendental Lord's working. See? You're going to be saved there, where the transcendental potency is working, the conclusive truth is working. I'm trying to hold myself back, by the way. The love of God is working. See, that love for God extricates you out. You got to be around those who are connected with that transcendental potency. There's no other practical way. You got to associate with Shuddha Bhakti. That means Shuddha Bhakta, right? Shuddha Bhakti comes through Shuddha Bhakti. See, where are the deliverers? Well, I think we found the place here. Because the symptoms of Shuddha Bhakti are manifesting big time and bigger time every day. Big, big, bigger, big. Becomes like elephants in the room where everybody can't help but see it. Can you see the elephant in the room?
I see one.
Yeah. What else is here? I'm going to read something here. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode. See, so we do this in Sadhu Sangha. We meditate on him. See, these scriptures are spirit, man. See, the real spiritual master is an awakened person. The real associate of Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya. They're spirit, man. They talk spirit. Our shop talk is spirit talk. We talk about the scriptures, the conclusive understanding of the scriptures, how to get extricated out of it, how to point people in the right direction. Not only right, not just right or wrong direction. No, transcendental direction. How to get the transcendental connection. See, so you can be liberated. See, the Lord, the mercy of Krishna follows the devotee. See, that's Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. That mercy, that Shuddha Bhakti mercy follows the real devotee. Everybody in their mind, they should be, where is the deliverer? Where is the real devotee in this world? Where are the real devotees? Now it's not just devotees. Where are the real devotees in this world? Well, where are the real symptoms of devotion? People don't know. Well, we're here to teach that. Real symptoms. Sometimes they cry, they laugh, and everything. Where is that go? Well, it's all over the Shastras, man. Chapter 23, life's ultimate goal, love of Godhead, shows you what are the qualities of devotees who have love of God. Sometimes they laugh, choke up, cry. They jump around like frogs when they're fulfilled, overflowing with ecstatic love of Krishna. Put that in your knowledge bank. See? There you go. Oh, well, looks like those symptoms are here in Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place, man. Well, you found the fountain of youth. You found the portal of deliverance. You found the quick path. If you come here, you save yourselves thousands of lifetimes. Why not, man? Isn't Lord Chaitanya's mercy like that? Well, it's here. Yeah, I mean, right in front. The elephant's in the room here. We're just saying, hey, you see the elephant? Look at the elephant. Everybody's been so, oh, God, we didn't know there was an elephant in the room. Yeah, well, here it looks like this. You can hear. See, you can't see. You're blind. So we open the ears first. Forget about seeing. Come, let us open your ears. Let's get. We got a little scrape to wax out, and then your eyes will open when you hear enough. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's play the song. I got to take a break. I want to save something. I'm very eager to get out there today, and my energy is Krishna is really testing me. I felt like I have this on-off thing today. Yes, I feel energy, and I go out, and I feel some energy. That's why I have to lay down a lot. Weird. He sees a pink elephant. He's got. When are you going to do stand up, man? You start collecting these
It's
jokes.
unbelievable, that guy. Unbelievable.
He's looking for the Pink Panther. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Let's play the song, and we'll head out of here soon. Hare Krishna.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have to